When your worst game of the season so far is still a win, you might be a good hockey team. Avs win over the Seattle Kraken 4-1. Do not let that final score deceive you. This game was much closer than that. And honestly, by the underlyings, the Avs got outplayed, certainly for 2 periods at least of this game. The Avs' best guys really weren't very good tonight. McKinnon didn't do much of anything. Makar had an assist, but really wasn't very impactful for the most part, at least on the offensive side. And even Rantanen had a nice important goal, but had multiple pretty rough plays throughout the night. It was nice that the Avs needed to rely on their depth in this game, and it came through for them. The first period was extremely messy, in part because that's the way Seattle wants to play hockey, so they kind of imposed that on the game a little bit, but also in part because the Avs just weren't executing super well tonight. A lot of missed passes, a lot of questionable decisions, a lot of just not so great reads. The Avs battled through it, but it did cause a lot of turnovers. It's how Seattle had 30 shots on net through the first 2 periods of the game. Meanwhile, the Avs only mustered 14. They were getting doubled up. It's just an unsustainable brand of hockey, and as great as Georgiev played, we'll talk about that later, eventually the Avs were going to give one up, and it comes late in the first. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Giroud's a little bit turned around here, but the back check is coming. Really shouldn't be that dangerous of a situation for Colorado. An initial shot gets broken up, but goes in behind the net, and the Avs are just kind of a little bit caught here. Byram is coming around the far side, so he's just going to lose that race for the puck, allowing Seattle to gain possession in the zone. Then a very dangerous pass comes through. It's initially defended well. Avs have sticks in there. This is not clean. The puck just skitters around, but it comes right to a Seattle stick. A bit unfortunate there. The Avs get away with this, though. This is only good post number 3 as that one kicks off the crossbar, and then the puck comes back out. Another hack at it goes Seattle's way, and the Avs have fallen apart defensively. They've all crashed the net, justifiably, honestly, and now there's a ton of space, and everyone is panicking towards the puck. That leaves a gap open to the backside. Even then, this isn't the worst thing in the world. If Georgiev plays this a little better, it's probably okay. But his slide across was just a little bit too strong. He does not catch the post well with that skate blade, and he just overslides it a bit as his skate pops out there. Now he's trying to readjust. He's hunched over. It just becomes a sloppy situation for Georgiev, and a great shot takes advantage of him. It happens. Avs chasing the play just a little bit there, and some chaos goes Seattle's way, and the puck is in the back of your net. Goals like that happen. I don't even think the Avs did anything super duper wrong there, but it doesn't feel good in a game where, in a lot of plays, the Avs just have been a little bit behind in this game. Now, do not fool yourself into thinking the second period was a better period for Colorado. Yes, they did score the only 2 goals of the period, but they mustered just 5 shots on goal in that period to Seattle's 14. It was not pretty hockey. It was just the Avs capitalizing on the few chances they got, which is a good thing. There is always silver linings around bad play. And obviously they won the game, so maybe it's even more than a silver lining. Look, when skill isn't working, sometimes you just have to use brute force to get the job done. So initially Seattle's playing 1 high forward here, nothing too weird about that, but a very late commit to a 2 high forward setup is just a little bit odd, as the Avs have plenty of options to get out of here and just leave those forwards behind the play. And that's exactly what happens. The nice little setup by Ryjo here to push the forward and then drop it to Nichushkin. Nichushkin is able to have a runway to get up to speed here, and the Avs essentially put all 3 Seattle forwards behind this play pretty easily. Just kind of a weird approach from Seattle. Along the wall, though, Seattle does come back hard. They double team Nichushkin here, looking to force a turnover, but Nichushkin, strong on the puck, is able to get it down the wall to Lehkonen, who turns in, and then the play starts to happen. Lehkonen also battling through Kraken along the wall, is able to find just enough space, create some time for Val to slip out, and then make a very nice pass through to him. From here, you no longer worry about the skill. Val says, I got a puck, I've got a lane, I'm going to the net here, try me. And it doesn't really work, but bodies get contacted, things get tied up, and that creates space for a puck that bounces out, which Lehkonen has gotten off the wall. Look at how much better Lecky got off the wall compared to the Kraken players. He's the guy working harder, he's the guy in the right position, and he gets rewarded with a wide open net to shoot it into. Nichushkin has quietly been, I think, the Avs' best forward, not named McKinnon or Rantanen so far this season. He only has 2 points in the first 3 games, and one of those is an empty netter in this game, but he's done so many things well and created a really high number of quality opportunities for Colorado. It's the type of play that will get him back to the player he was before all those injuries last year. And then Lehkonen finishing a play that just kind of goes his way there. Seeing the Avs top guys that aren't the top guys, but the top 6 surrounding players get on the board, it's a good place to be. And then we have the Avs penalty kill, which stayed perfect on the night. In fact, even better than perfect. And they deserve a ton of credit for the way the Avs have started the season. The penalty kill has been their rock, really locking things in and giving the Avs not just a chance to win every night, but helping them win every single night. Still seen it way too much for my liking. The Avs gave 5 power plays to Seattle in this game. That is too many. They've done that twice in the first 3 games of the season. They've got to find a way to be a bit more disciplined going forward. But you can get away with a little bit more when your PK's this good. I genuinely don't remember if the Avs have ever been able to say at any point that their PK has more goals than it's given up. But after tonight, they can say that. Kraken on the power play. Devon Toews is just a monster. He's 1-on-2ing on the penalty kill in his own zone. Just beats 2 Kraken players because he's just that good. Finds Makar. Makar with the backhand up the boards. It's a poor play from the backside of Seattle there. It absolutely is. And when you have someone as fast as Logan O'Connor on your penalty kill, you're in trouble. He's just going to win that race, get away, cut it to the forehand, and beats Grubauer. LOC has been on something else this season. That's a great finish on the PK there. He's still going to have some skill level limitations. It's just the reality of who he is. But he's also been in 2 fights, of which he has won both to start the year. He has fully blossomed as this bottom 6 utility player that can do a little bit of everything for you. Penalty kill, fight, be a crazy 4th liner energy guy, occasional finishes. You're never going to mistake him for a top 6 guy, but he gives you 25 plus points a year and really is an easy plug and play every single night guy, whether it's your 3rd line, your 4th line, it doesn't matter. He's become super consistent in every role you give him. So the Avs have a 2-1 lead after 2 periods that they probably don't deserve, but they come out in the 3rd period, and for the 3rd straight game, they dominate it. Despite being the team with the lead, they outshoot Seattle 14-8 in the 3rd period of this hockey game. Honestly, it's a team that 3 games in, I already feel super comfortable that they're going to get it done, especially when they have a lead. It's a nice feeling. And a big portion of that is Alexandar Georgiev. I think I've already talked him up in the first 2 of these reviews, but that's 3 fantastic games from this guy. And I get it, it's just a 3-game stretch. Any goalie can have a good week. Any goalie can have a good month. But Georgiev had a 9-19 last season in his first season as a true starter in the NHL. And this start has gotten him into a position where he can probably do better than that this season if he just plays solidly. If he keeps this level of play up for any sustained amount of time, we're talking about him as a legitimate Vezina contender. Kemper was very good in his regular season in Colorado with a 921. Grubauer had a 917, a 916, and a 922. Farley had some solid seasons, a 920, a 921, a 927 all the way back in 13-14. And honestly, that's what I'm looking at. Something like a 927 is something Georgiev might be capable of this season. And that's kind of the point I'm getting at. I think Georgiev is probably the best goalie the Avs have had since prime Varlamov. And that's pretty darn good. Anyway, tangent over. The Avs take care of business in the 3rd period. I said the Stars didn't do a ton tonight, but when you need a critical goal, they're always there. Avs in the offensive zone. You have Cogliano playing with McKinnon and Rantanen here. And check this out. As Cogliano is working high in the zone, Sam Girard's just going to full commit. He's full committing into the offensive zone here with the puck, feeding it back for a shot from Byram that breaks a stick. Weird things kind of happen, but look at how committed Sam Girard is. He stays in. He's pushing. He's crashing the net. He trusts his team to cover for him. So when this puck does come loose, you have Sam Girard as an extra body down in this battle to help you fight for a puck. And eventually Cogliano's going to commit into it too. He's able to make a play down into Girard's stick, which now Seattle's caught. They've committed 3 to this battle, and they've already lost it clean. Burakovsky knows he's behind this play. Girard's going to use the space he has, and then Mikko's going to come screaming into this shot, and Mikko is, well, that's what he does. As you can tell by Cogliano getting an assist on that goal, the Avs really had the blender going, especially in the second half of this game. Something Bednar regularly does when things aren't quite clicking. He'll just start throwing stuff out there and seeing what sticks. And that pretty much sealed the deal. Eventually you get down to goalie pull time, and it's Val Nichushkin to dump one into the empty net. A well-deserved point because he somehow didn't get one on that Lecky goal. And the Avs turn a greasy, slippery game into the end of it. It looks like a routine win. Now, don't fool yourself. It was not that. They did have to grind this one out and find a way to get the job done. But it's a sign of a good team when wins like that get made to look easy. There are also a bunch of different records set here. The Avs have won 14 straight regular season road games dating back to last year, and Cale Makar just became the fastest defenseman ever to reach 250 points. I feel like a lot of these things have become just common nature to Avalanche fans in recent years. The Avs are just that good that these types of record things just happen regularly. Don't take that for granted. That's all I'm saying. Avs start the season with a perfect road trip. You can't ask for any more than that. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and the Avs have it. Whatever it is. This year, they have it.